Right now on Wake Up, the overwhelming spike in certain car brands being stolen. Why social media may be to blame. Plus, the Inflation Reduction Act has officially been signed into law. Why Republicans argue that taxes in this bill could increase prices.
And a cloudy start out there with patchy drizzle. We'll break down your forecast straight ahead.
Welcome to Wake Up on KION News Channel 46.
Good morning. If you're just joining us, it's Wednesday, August 17th. Welcome to Wake Up. I'm Taryn Mitchell. So we're now learning about the man who's being charged in a deadly DUI crash in Marina over the weekend, who was out on bond. Well, the Monterey County Sheriff's Office says that Daniel John Weddle was arrested in March on narcotics charges. According to Marina Police, Weddle was involved in a crash on California Drive back on March 28th. Officers say that he was driving very recklessly when they pulled him over. They did find an AR-15 in his car. While a search of Weddle's home produced several handguns, assault weapons, roughly 1,000 Xanax-style pills, and over a pound of cocaine, other narcotics, and a very large amount of cash. After the arrest in March, Marina Police filed a motion to deny bail, but on April 4th, his defense attorney filed a motion to reduce bail, which was eventually set at about $100,000 because his mother proved the source of money wasn't drug money. Marina Police Chief Tina Nieto tells us here at KION it's unfortunate that lenient laws lead to this type of tragedy. She says investigators had warned that Weddle was a threat to the local community. The 40-year-old Marina man was arrested for DUI as well as vehicular manslaughter. He will face a judge for those charges later on today. Right now, we're working to learn the identity of the victim in Saturday's deadly crash. 5:31, staying in Marina this morning, police are looking for this white Jeep Cherokee you see on your screen there. Officers say two people in this car lured a victim to get very close. Then the suspects ripped off a gold necklace from this victim's neck. Authorities say that they're seeing more of these types of bold thieves. The couple is described to be Asian Indian or Middle Eastern adults, both about 40 to 50 years old. The woman has auburn-colored hair and the man has a small black mustache. Morgan Hill Police Department is asking for your help with a homicide investigation from July of last year. Officers are trying to identify the owner of this white Nissan Sentra on your screen. The vehicle is suspected of being involved in that homicide. The department says it was last seen driving west on Spring Avenue in Morgan Hill. Its occupants are unknown. Police say last year on July 20th, around 9 at night, 33-year-old Humberto Cosio was shot and killed as he walked through the intersection of Monterey Road and Spring Avenue. The department believes he was engaged in a verbal confrontation with a group of people, but no suspects have been identified. Just a heads up, this investigation is actively ongoing. And Gustavo Morales appeared in court on Tuesday for a preliminary calendar call. He's a suspect accused of killing Salinas police officer Jorge Alvarado Jr. in the line of duty in February. The purpose of the call was to assess whether Morales is ready to begin his preliminary examination hearing that's scheduled for this Thursday. Now, both the defense and the prosecution agreed to now move forward. That hearing will start at 10 a.m. and is expected to last about 3 hours. Salinas police have identified the homeless man that was killed in an encampment this past Saturday. The victim is 29-year-old Eric Alexander Miza Charez. She was found shot on the camp on East Laurel Drive near Carr Lake. A very small memorial was placed where she was shot at. A suspect has yet to be arrested for this shooting. And a CEO of multiple cannabis businesses in Salinas will now have to pay over $2 million. That's after an illegal operation was discovered, according to the Monterey County District Attorney's Office. Authorities say Paul King operated a 75,000 square foot cannabis cultivation for Fuji Farms between the years 2018 and 2019, but he never had the proper license to do so. King also handled another Salinas-based business called Hands on Faith. Dee's office says King sold the illegal cannabis grown there through his licensed business named California New Wave. Investigators say that they will destroy the millions of dollars worth of illegal cannabis. After 3 years of negotiation, Fuji Farms was ordered to pay more than $375,000. Hands on Faith was then ordered to pay more than $2 million. California's New Wave Salinas operations are now under new management and ownership. Amazon employees in California that want some better pay and working conditions walked off the job. Over 100 workers took part in this walkout, according to the Inland Empire Amazon Workers United group. But Amazon says only 74 people actually stopped working. Organizers say they have more than 800 signatures asking for the pay wage to go from now $17 to $22 an hour. Most workers say their wages aren't keeping up with the cost of living by a long shot. All right, let's shift gears this morning. Just about 5:35. Check your weather on the 5. Before we do that, take a live look out the door at Mount Toro. If you're heading out the door this morning, a little cloudy. Kind of feel like Groundhog's Day. Same thing over and over. Good morning, Max.
Yeah, good morning. We are dealing with some clouds. That's from that monsoonal moisture system that's been off to our east, and it's actually been bringing with it some patchy drizzle. So on your drive this morning, you might run into some of that, as I did. I had to use my windshield wipers a couple of times. Here's a look at the satellite out the door, because things are moving pretty quickly through the area too, as you can see off to our northwest there, coming from the southeast, and you can see things actually are very patchy, kind of coming in waves there. So you could potentially see some more drizzle if you haven't seen it in your area this morning already. Let's take a look at temperatures out the door right now, because things are feeling comfortable despite there being some clouds and a little bit of moisture on the ground. About 57 on either side of the peninsula, about 53 in the middle of it. Salinas about 59, and the Salinas Valley is in the 60s this morning. Pinnacles is about 71 degrees this morning. As we head through the next couple of hours, we will see some more clouds making their way through, especially along some of our inland areas and our corridors along the 101. And that's what we're going to be following the next hour or so. So we will track that coming up in your full forecast in just a little bit.
Thanks, Max. There are millions of Hyundais and Kias on roads across America, but these cars are now getting stolen at a very alarming rate. Dina Demetrius tells us how social media may be to blame.
Police say this surveillance video shows a group of juveniles pulling up in a stolen Hyundai Elantra and then breaking into a white Kia Sportage. Minutes later, the group takes off. Kias and Hyundais are part of the same company, and thefts of both vehicles are on the rise nationwide.
Right here, and that's my window right there.
Juanita Blaylock's Kia was stolen right outside her Chicago home.
You scuffle hard to pay your bills, get you a decent ride, and then somebody come along and snatch it up.
Authorities say the cars have been targeted ever since a video on social media showed how to steal them. And videos show thieves called the Kia boys dangerously racing the stolen vehicles.
This is not just a minor anomaly where you have this type of vehicle is slightly more susceptible than others. No, this one's off the chart.
In the county where Blaylock lives, thefts of Kias and Hyundais are up 700% since last summer. Kia says thieves are seeking vehicles started with a key instead of a fob and push button. In a statement, Hyundai tells CBS News, criminals are targeting our vehicles without engine immobilizers. Immobilizers detect a computer chip on either a key or fob that allows the engine to start.
Our car taken right out in front of our home.
Ruth Herrera-Gelcher's security camera caught thieves taking off with her Hyundai while she was sleeping.
They're just going out there and just taking what other people work for, you know, and it's really disheartening.
Authorities suggest car owners get a steering wheel lock to deter would-be thieves. Both Kia and Hyundai are working with law enforcement to provide them to the public. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hyundai says they're working on a security kit that can now be installed in their cars. They're expected to go on sale come October. Some very big news. President Joe Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, but Republicans aren't agreeing with the taxes that could potentially increase from this new bill. Bradley Blackburn takes a closer look.
With some fanfare at the White House, President Biden marked a major win Tuesday, signing the Inflation Reduction Act into law.
Let me say from the start, with this law, the American people won and the special interests lost.
The president called it one of the most significant laws in the nation's history, committing nearly $400 billion to fight climate change. It also caps out-of-pocket prescription drug costs for Medicare recipients.
The bill I'm about to sign is not just about today, it's about tomorrow. It's about delivering progress and prosperity to American families. It's about showing the American and the American people that democracy still works in America.
The bill passed the Senate without any Republican support, and after West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin won some concessions for fossil fuels.
You have to have a vibrant fossil industry that's able to produce the power that we need today and be able to also invest into the future. And that's what we're doing.
While Democrats called it the Inflation Reduction Act, nonpartisan analysts say it will have minimal effects on high prices. Republicans criticize the billions of dollars in spending.
Democrats, more than any other majority in history, are addicted to spending other people's money, regardless of what we as a country can afford.
The law will be funded through higher corporate taxes and tougher tax enforcement by the IRS. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
The White House says the president will now tour the country in the coming weeks to promote recent legislative victories. Well, coming up this morning on Wake Up, the teacher shortage affecting all school districts across the nation. Why some teachers say schools are no longer a safe environment. Plus, the learning loss when many children are experiencing when they come out of the pandemic. How volunteer tutors are trying to fill the gaps.
And here's a look at temperatures out the door right now in the 50s and some spots even in the 60s this morning. Dealing with some patchy drizzle as that monsoonal moisture system makes its way through California. We'll talk about that when we come back. Here's a live look from Mount Toro. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Get the app, get the alert. Know about severe weather in your area with the KION Weather Authority app.
It's like a family here, and I love that. I want to be an electrician because I feel really empowered joining a male-dominated work field, and I really hope to look forward to introducing women to come into this work field as well. Untitled actually can enroll students up to 24 years old, and they will give you credits and certificates at the end of when you graduate.
Come to Rancho Cielo and transform your future.
We are here on the beautiful Monterey Peninsula with Dr. Gail Lebovic, a Monterey local herself and the inventor of Nasal Cleanse, a revolutionary new health product for your nose. Doctor, why is nasal hygiene so important?
It's really interesting. I don't think the nose gets the respect it deserves. The nose works really hard, can filter up to 7,000 liters of air a day. And that air goes right into our lungs, which is the core of our body. So allergens, toxins, pollutants, everything can get stuck in the front part of our nose, and we decided, look, it's important to keep that area clean. And so we committed our team of engineers and myself and other physicians to creating a product that people could use every day.
Well, there you have it. Show your nose some respect and pick up Nasal Cleanse locally in the Monterey area, exclusively at these locations or online.
Welcome home, Star family.
Look out, world. Starman is back.
Yeah. You let half the villains that killed our friends move in next door.
No matter what evil comes our way next, we'll be unstoppable.
Stargirl. New episodes premiere Wednesday, August 31st, only on the CW.
Find your Central Coast CW on these channels.
Welcome back. We all know many of the kids are back in school, but school districts all over the nation are facing now an uphill battle for teaching shortages. Naomi Rookham takes a closer look.
After more than 3 decades in the classroom, Florida kindergarten teacher Denise Sufreen still looks forward to the first day back.
I am so excited. I can't wait to meet them.
But as kids fill the halls again, Florida is in the midst of a massive teacher shortage with about 8,000 unfilled positions.
What is the impact of the shortage on students?
Students won't have as much individualized help. They might not be getting the quality of education.
Kansas is down about 1,400 teachers statewide. Dallas had 300 positions to fill with just weeks to go.
We're hiring on site.
And San Francisco is starting the school year short.
We can do an emergency permit, emergency credential.
We have a perfect storm.
Randy Weingarten is the president of the American Federation of Teachers. She says the shortage is due to low pay, politicization of the classroom, and a basic lack of appreciation for educators.
We need the politicians to stop making these culture wars and to respect
the work we do, respect parents, respect kids, and respect teachers, and that doesn't cost a dime.
Some districts are getting creative to bring teachers back to class, offering 4-day work weeks, thousands of dollars in incentives, discounted childcare, and even relaxing the dress code. Still, a poll of the American Federation of Teachers found job satisfaction is desperately low, with 3/4 of members saying they would not recommend their profession. 40% say they'll likely leave their jobs in the next 2 years.
Education has to be valued by our society more. It needs to be shown with salaries.
This school year, many districts are missing the mark, even before the bell rings. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
The AFT survey shows that most teachers believe that lawmakers just haven't done enough to help curb violence in schools. On the flip side, 70% say that the threat of gun violence affects the overall school environment. Just about 5:45. Let's check your weather on the 5 for a Wednesday morning. Max Tarleton tracking everything you need to know, and it's been hot this week.
Yeah, especially for some of our inland folks. Along the coast, they've lucked out. They've gotten the nice weather. It's in the 60s for them, but inland, it's been in the triple digits for a lot of folks, especially yesterday. It was a scorcher out there, but right now, it's pretty nice. About 57 down on the Monterey Peninsula. It's 57 up in Santa Cruz, and it's about 54 down in Big Sur right now. Soledad is 62, and the Pinnacles is 71 right now, but check out Pacheco Pass, 81. Down in Parkfield, it's 66. So we have some widespread temperatures this morning, but fairly consistent with really what we've been dealing with. Here's a look at the satellite, and it's showing you that system making its way through much of California right now, bringing with it some patchy drizzle. You might notice some spots on the roads are a little wet, so be mindful about that. And it is going to continue as we head into the next couple of hours before it clears away later on this afternoon. So more of the same over the next little bit. Visibility is not too affected by this, but you can see where we do have some clouds, and it is patchy out there. So Salinas and Hollister still looking at about 10 miles of visibility, and that's the same story for Watsonville and San Martin. We're actually seeing some clouds up in the Santa Cruz Mountains area too, so just be a little careful as there is going to be some patchy drizzle. Here's a look at the Futurecast showing you when exactly those clouds and some of that drizzle is going to make its way out into the early evening hours, and then as we head into the overnight, we are going to see some clouds make their way back into those coastal areas, as you can see here. Some inland valley locations also going to be waking up to some clouds, so this is about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we're going to be seeing some more of the same. So as we say, it's Fogust, and we're going to be seeing some of that fog definitely along the coast as we head into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at some of your temperatures for today. Santa Cruz topping out at about 69. Some areas will be about 70. It's going to be about 80 over in Scotts Valley, and Felton about 84 degrees. Ben Lomond topping out at 75, and then those overnight temperatures in the 50s pretty much across the board. As we move on down the bay here, Aptos topping out at 73, 74 for Watsonville, and Salinas will be about 73 degrees as well. San Juan Bautista will be 83 today, and Hollister 89. Gilroy 89, and Morgan Hill 95. Here's a look now at the Monterey Peninsula, where Seaside will be about 71, Monterey 69, and Carmel by the Sea 66 today. Those overnight temperatures also in the mid-50s. And as we take a look a little bit further south here, we can see where it's really going to be warm. 104 in Parkfield, 101 in King City, and 100 in Bradley. It'll be about 98 degrees in Greenfield, and Big Sur 88. Same story over in Carmel Valley. As we take a look at the next 7 days for some of our coastal areas, dealing with mid to upper 60s as we head into the weekend. And then Monday, the average for our coastal areas will be back in the low 70s. Overnight temperatures will remain in the 50s. Here's a look at the inland spots where things will really be on a cooling trend as we head into the weekend, really. And then Monday kicking off with the upper 80s, overnight temperatures remaining in the 50s. That's a look at your full forecast. Back over to the news.
Hey, Max, thank you. Many kids are heading back to school without COVID restrictions, so some parents and teachers say it's a chance for them to catch up on learning loss because of COVID. Data shows that many kids fell behind during the pandemic. Some schools in the Bay Area report that an average of 100 kids a day just wouldn't attend their Zoom classes. As a result, 60% of students in that area aren't ready or above grade level. An organization known as Children's Rising is now trying to help struggling elementary school age students by pairing them with the perfect volunteer tutors.
Why is there a sense of urgency here?
70 to 80% of the second and third graders that are in the schools that we've been supporting are 2 or more grade levels behind. And if they don't catch up quickly, they're going to go into middle school and they're going to be significantly behind.
Tutors volunteering for Children Rising say that their work helps build some confidence among children, which helps them get caught up in their studies. The organization is now looking to recruit even more people. They're hoping to train and match 160 new tutors this year. Americans will soon have some access to some updated boosters to help fight off COVID-19 by next month. The shots are supposed to protect people from the Omicron subvariants, that being BA4 and BA5. Health officials are now urging people to get the new boosters as soon as they become available to us. There is some concern, though, for a comeback of the flu in the fall and the winter months, which health experts say could make the situation very tough for us in the United States. Wake Up time, 5:49. We're back in a couple minutes when Wake Up continues. Stick with us this morning.
Get the app, get the alert, stay informed on the stories important to you with the KION News app.
We're excited for Next Live.
Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there?
Really excited.
Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there?
With Jake Gyllenhaal, plus Jeffrey Wright from The Batman.
On KION 546.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50.
I get used to this.
So that's good. Make sure your happiness lives as long as you do. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
When wildfires threaten, you can trust KION News Channel 46 to keep you safe.
The fire burning south of the freeway,
keeping you up to date with important information.
Numerous people have now been evacuated.
Fire crews at the scene say the flames started along Broadway Circle,
alerting you when the flames get close.
This fire continues to be a threat for some homes.
This wildfire season, count on KION News Channel 46, breaking news first.
Welcome back. Keeping a credit card balance could cost you a little bit more this year. Well, that's because credit card rates are going up. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to help tackle inflation. More families are turning to using their credit cards to pay for common everyday needs like their groceries and their gas prices. According to the Bureau, if you factor in current interest rates, a person with a $5,000 balance on their credit card could pay an additional $1,000 if interest rates over the course of a year continue to go up. And have you seen it? If you've pumped your gas lately, you may have noticed just a little bit of a change in price, but for the better. The cost of filling up your gas tank has gone down about 2 months now. Some good news, it appears that trend will continue. AAA reports the national average for a gallon of gas as of Tuesday is just under $3.95. That's down just about a penny from Sunday, but it's noticeably less than the record high of $5.02 we all saw back in June. Right now, 28 states have an average price of less than $4 per gallon. 5:53. We're back in a couple minutes. Stick with us.
Get the app, get the alert, stay informed on the stories important to you with the KION News app.
Associated Services is currently hiring experienced service techs, installers, and salespeople in heating, cooling, and solar. Associated Services has been servicing Monterey County for 20 years and offers top wages with benefits, paid time off, and flexible hours. Call us today at 831-757-4577 for a confidential interview to discuss your experience and goals for advancement. Associated Services, proudly serving our customers over 20 years and going.
Associated Services, you're always comfortable with us.
Cal
Californians have a choice between two initiatives on sports betting. Prop 27 generates hundreds of millions every year to permanently fund getting people off the streets and into housing. Prop 26, not a dime to solve homelessness. Prop 27 has strong protections to prevent minors from betting. Prop 26, no protections for minors. Prop 27 helps every tribe, including disadvantaged tribes. Prop 26, nothing for disadvantaged tribes. Vote yes on 27.
Better hearing in 3 easy steps. 1. Screen your hearing like this. 2. Order your eargos on here. 3. Now, enjoy. Oh, and any questions? Answered here.
Hello, this is Eargo.
Hello.
Celebrate hearing health with our summer sale and get up to $600 off Eargo.
Now the faithful are ready for a road game in Trey Lance's home state. 49ers Vikings, Saturday on KION News Channel 46.
Welcome back. Students and staff from the Salinas City Elementary School District got together at the Baranda Meadows campus to celebrate the grand opening of the school's brand new playground. Everyone had a chance to climb to the very top of the jungle gym and even slide down some of the slides out there. Even the principal and district superintendent joined in on all that fun. We are told one student yelled, and I quote, "I love it," so we'll have to take their word for it. You know, I miss those days. Slide down the slides. So much fun.
You know what are so much harder than they used to be, and I realized this as an adult?
Monkey bars.
Monkey bars.
Yeah.
Those things are impossible. I don't know how I did those as a kid.
I used to swing on them like upside down, and not anymore. I'll pull something. I'm getting kind of old.
I was like rip my arm out of the socket or something.
A little bit.
It's crazy, yeah. Well, good morning. Things actually a little wet to go to the park this morning, and hang on the monkey bars because you might slip off. There's been some patchy drizzle that's been coming through our area, and here's a look from our Domenico's on the Wharf camera showing you that we do still have some clouds out there near the Monterey Bay. The calm winds, though, from the east-northeast about 5 miles per hour, and we're seeing temperatures in the 50s pretty much across the board out there. 59 in Salinas, 53 in Watsonville, and about 60 in Gilroy. We're also seeing a couple areas in the 70s this morning. So not too bad. You just might need a jacket for the first part of the day. Here's a look, though. Things clearing as we head into the afternoon, especially for our inland folks. And we will see some clouds move inland into our coastal areas as we head into the overnight hours. Here's a look at our forecast, though. At sunset about 7:57 for Santa Cruz. Taryn?
Straight ahead on Wake Up, the CEO, multiple cannabis businesses in Salinas being fined millions. How he was involved in operations.